Congratulations, you finally made it to 4 p.m. You know what that means. Happy hour. It's time to kick back, relax, and dive into the world of sports with the Young and Norvelle Show. Whether you're catching up on the latest scores, analyzing the big plays, or gearing up for tonight's games, we've got you covered. So grab a cold one, settle in, and let's talk sports. Here they are, Patrick Young and Terry Norvelle.
All right, we got ourselves what they call a full house here on the patio at Sliders Oyster Bar. It is a Thursday edition of the Young and Norvelle Show. That means we are in Neptune Beach at Sliders Oyster Bar. Terry Norvelle, Trenton Torsia, and somewhere playing big wheel, important man, is Patrick Young right here at Sliders, taking an important call. He'll be with us in a moment.
He is here. He did say, I better take this one.
He
might be his agent. Who knows?
It could be. My man, Patrick Young, puts his headset on for about, 4.5 seconds. Oh, got to take this call. Oh, yeah, go ahead, Pat. Go take the call.
It was, I probably should take this one.
Probably should take the call. So Patrick Young's here. Terry Norvelle, Trenton Torsia. A lot going on here. We're at Sliders Oyster Bar, the best seafood in Neptune Beach. You will not find any better. Obviously, up and down the menu at Sliders Oyster Bar, they feature Safe Harbor Seafood. You know where Safe Harbor's right? Five of your drivers, 2 of mine, and a 9-iron. I'm in the water in the ocean. 5 of your drivers, and then a couple of foot wedges. And I mean, you talk about from the ocean to your plate. Don't get much quicker than this right here. Sliders Oyster Bar.
I'm not sure about 5 drivers, but it's
picking at you.
It's all right.
Picking at you, man. We got a lot to get to here on a Thursday. As we are, gosh darn, do you realize the college guys will be practicing, the NFL guys, the rookies report Saturday as we welcome PY, Patrick Young. He's on, I think, headset 3, as we say. Hi,
What's
Pat.
up?
Hey, buddy.
Happening.
What's shaking? Can you see?
You know
Yeah,
me?
you're there. Good.
Yeah, I
good.
see the guy.
We got everybody. What's going on, man?
Oh, man, just trying to be like Superman.
Yeah,
trying.
Get a lot done.
Trying to.
Yeah. As long as you don't run into any kryptonite.
I know, right?
Yeah. Tell me the shirt. What do we got? It was pretty cool. Shirt.
Oh, just representing the company.
Bad Wear?
Radwear.
Rad. Okay, Radwear.
So they're the ones that made the Gator Boys hats during the basketball tournament.
There you go.
Yep.
Good
That's
for
pretty
them.
cool.
And those blew off.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
they were
Those
blew up.
caps were legit.
Yeah, they were cool. The white hat. You know you like white hats.
I know. I'm kind of a white hat guy. I like summertime. I like white. White's fresh and
It's never out of date.
Spring, summer, right? I just like that.
But you can't sweat in a white hat.
I know, right? It looks so nasty.
And my Spurrier hat is getting a little sweat ring on it. And is there a way to clean that?
It's said with baking soda. Ask Chad. I asked ChatGPT.
Or will you mess it up? Sometimes you try and you go, I'm scared because I may mess it up more than I fix it.
I know you probably can't leave it in the sun. You probably shouldn't soak it.
Probably.
Probably shouldn't wash it in the washing.
And that's
it's a hand wash thing for sure.
It's the same with I've got a couple pairs. I'm not a tennis shoe guy. I don't have hardcore all white tennis shoes, but I've got some white Skechers and stuff, and I love them. But man, you don't know when you just don't realize your feet and you're making them dirty.
Yeah.
And then you got to start cleaning them because you don't want to take them out ratty.
Doesn't that make you think? Why do people spend so much money on those shoes, and then they have if you're not going to be invested in cleaning them,
I know,
or just a good rain,
rain. But I'll wear I've got these white Skechers. They're very comfortable. Slip-ins. Number one, they're very comfortable. Go with anything.
The hands-free ones.
Yes.
There you go.
And I like them. But let's say I had them on today. You just don't realize how much you put your toe on the ground and how much you cross your feet, and one shoe is on the other, and they're dirty. And if you don't clean them quickly, you look ratty the next time you wear them out. And I don't want to look ratty.
No.
I don't want to look ratty.
No, and the other thing, too, is they go, just wash the ball cap in the washing machine.
No, that'll mess it up, buddy.
Nobody does that.
Nobody does that.
Can't do that, can you?
No.
It'll lose its shape. Yeah, it'll lose its shape.
But I like that shirt. And it's got the ribbon, so it's obviously pink. And
Radley, his wife battled breast cancer, and he's got an event coming up here. We got the firefighters.
Yeah, I think we had a fella fall here, and
no.
Trent, this is probably the guy. Trent saw a guy in the restroom, an older man that we hope he's okay, right? Trent, he's okay.
I think he's
gonna be
okay.
But I think maybe his wife couldn't help him get up. You know what I mean?
I know. Yeah.
And you gotta. I've had situations. I had a next door neighbor years ago that was, he was all of late 80s. Nice guy. He didn't weigh but 100-something pounds. but he would fall quite a bit. And God bless his wife. She was a little frail woman, and I lived right across the street. So they would call me not quite often, but, I probably had to go pick him up 2 or 3 times, 3 or 4 times. He'd fallen and wifey. And, if that was a 120-pound barbell, well, you just grab it and muscle it up. Well, that's a human being.
Right. Yeah.
And you got to be careful.
You got to be careful.
You can rip their shoulder out or whatever.
Yeah, it's a lot could happen.
The firefighters who are coming, they know how to do that. They know how to, and you need to know how to do that.
Yeah.
Or you're going to hurt somebody.
Yeah.
So we hope he's okay. I know, Trent, you were reporting that when you got here. You said, gosh darn, everybody's trying to help a young.
No, I brought a chair in there to
Yeah.
get him in a chair. And,
Yeah. Well, good job, and hopefully he'll be fine. I don't want to worry people. Guys, I don't know if you realize this. I think, and I'm being dead serious, I think today is a huge, huge day in the world and the future world of college sports / college football. I don't know if y'all saw this, but it looks like the president is about to sign, and he's been talking about it. He's about to sign an executive order that will help put some stringent guidelines and guardrails around NIL. Now, as I'm looking into the story, I think it's a huge deal. The executive order standards, as I understand it, when these get put in place, these are federal standards that will supersede all state NIL. Because right now it's just,
I know.
Right?
Yeah.
So I think this is a massive future deal. It took us 5 years of Wild Wild West. And guys, I think we needed that. You have to identify a problem before you can fix a problem. I think we have waded through an awkward 5-year time. And the guys that made a lot of money, good for them in this 5-year period. It's going to be harder. Pat, I'll start with you. I think we will look back. They will look back in 20, 30, 40, 50 years and go, man, you remember back in July of 25, thank God the government helped give teeth, because you can't do anything without teeth. This is giving it teeth now that schools and programs and the NCAA has something they can use. I think this is a big deal. I think it's a real big deal.
Yeah, it is a real big deal. I think the first one of the first components you got to look at, President Trump, he met with Nick Saban, and I'm sure he's met with the NCAA. Like, this isn't just him saying, this is my opinion. Like, he's gotten a lot of and to what you said earlier, there are people that saw the problem coming, but until I can tell you, Terry, don't do that. Don't do that, Terry. Don't do that. But until you actually go do it and experience, you're like, holy crap, what
Mom,
did I
you
just
were right.
do?
Dad, you were right.
Exactly.
Uncle, you were right. Auntie, you were right.
Yeah, and it's a benefit to those athletes that got paid a whole bunch of money.
I think they skated in a little bit.
They skated in, but now we have some guardrails. I would love to see a transfer portal rule, something that would keep an athlete. That's a whole nother.
Yeah.
I would love to see something that keeps a player at a place for at least 2 years.
Yeah.
Whether it's incoming as a freshman or like your first transfer or something like that. But yeah, this is a great step.
I think this is great. I don't know if you have anything to add to that, but I think this is could be a monumental day when he actually signs it. But it was announced that he's basically going to sign an executive order giving regulation, giving guidance, giving structure to the whole NIL, the whole college world.
I do have something to add without getting into the administration, because we did the show like right before NIL was just announced. And I said, if they don't have you need to build fences, you need to have rules, you need to have restrictions, and they didn't do it. So it's just like, to your point, reeling the kid back in, it's very hard to do once you've let the reins out.
If you guys remember 5-ish years ago when it was, I think Senator Cory Booker, I think I've got the name right, two California senators pushed it. 2 California senators said, this NIL, we've got to stand up for the player. We got to make sure that they have NIL structure. And they gave it like a year. So it's like 6 years ago, and they gave it a year. So it got forced in kind of quick without any rails. And we've had 5 years of this to happen. I think this is a big deal. Let me throw another spin off this. When the regulations get set and it's got teeth, the programs, I'm going to call the schools the programs, the schools, they're the same thing. think about it. The schools, once there are guidelines in place, what boosters can do, what is a legitimate NIL deal. So I think the days of Texas Tech just got a guy and they gave him $7 million, those days are going to be over. There are going to be guidelines. So with that said, guess in this structure, guess who's going to be your first line of police? The schools are going to be your first line of, because the school doesn't want a rogue booster now to go pay Patrick Young under the table and then at some point the NCAA is going to pop your school. So the schools, I think, are going to be the first line of
self-regulate themselves.
They're going to be the first line. They're going to say, hey, Miami Hurricane, whatever that guy's name was, hey, whoa, settle down. You're going to get our ass on probation. I think the schools will be the first line of police, and I think it's a great approach.
That is a great approach.
I think it's a great approach.
It is, but did they have the opportunity to do that back in the day?
Well, you're three. This is you, Patrick, here. So that's your ears and all. Well, not necessarily because the NCAA in the day they had no teeth. No president ever gave the NCAA teeth. It was an amateur organization. Now it's a professional industry. So no, to answer your question, no. The NCAA, everybody likes to bang on the NCAA. For the first 90 years of the NCAA, they didn't have any take it to court teeth, right? No teeth.
So you know what's happening and you just can't do anything about it? Is that
a little bit? And the NCAA, I think now the schools, all the Power 4 schools, will be happy to say, okay, we're gonna chip in $1 million per school per year, because if you want us to police, and we're the NCAA, hey, you want us to police the rogue boosters, we need manpower, we need buildings, we need plane trips, and will they get any jurisdiction? They've never had any jurisdiction. They can't. If I think Patrick Young is a rogue booster paying under table NIL deals to Gator basketball players, I can't walk up to him unless the government gives me power. I can't say, you have to sit down, we're questioning you, we're putting on a stand. NCAA doesn't have any jurisdiction. This now can turn into jurisdiction. If you want to play in our little private world called college football, college sports, I think they now have teeth. The NCAA never had teeth before. Make sense?
A little bit.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, then you've got Memphis.
Yeah.
Who just went on probation. They self-reported it for $550 because somebody bought questions to an exam.
Okay.
Yeah.
So $550, 2 years probation, you lose scholarships, and it was in the I think it was the softball program.
Dang, that much.
It wasn't even the basketball program. So it's like, for that. And then you hear the likes of, and I love the guy to death, Charles Barkley, who when he was going to be drafted for $75,000 out of college, he goes, I make more than that in college.
Yeah.
Why would I want to be drafted? So
I think
there's always going to be the blind eye, though. I think it gets turned.
Let me give you an example in the NFL. And I think this will be a decent example. The NFL has rules and regulations. The NFL has a salary cap. Teams can't spend more than X. Now, the teams then can have some autonomy. They can say, gosh, Patrick Young is the best quarterback we're ever going to get. We're going to give him 90% of our. You can do that. Well, then you're salary cap hell. Hopefully it's going to work.
Yeah.
Okay. But with that said, Patrick Young, if I'm the owner of that team that says we got to have Patrick Young, we only have $75 million left in the cap. There's a cap.
Yep.
I can't say.
It's a hard cap.
I'm Terry Norvelle, and I own apartment complexes all over the country. I'm a gazillionaire. I can't go, you know what, Pat? I know you want $100 million, and you're worth it. We are cap strained. The pick. So the NCAA, the NFL, kind of the franchises are their own police people. You know,
of fairness. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And I would certainly say, wait a minute. Miami got, Commissioner Goodell, Miami, they got Patrick Young, the great quarterback. They didn't have enough space. They went behind doors.
Right.
And he's not a spokesperson. They're just.
We talked with him. We saw that he was worth $30 million, and he only took 5.
Yes. But we've got it on authority. They're just sliding him. They're calling him the spokesman or whatever. He's not. That's bogus.
Yeah.
So in that way, I think the schools are now going to be the first line of the police. They don't want to get in trouble because the NCAA, if they're smart, when this all gets settled and it gets out there, you almost, I hate to say this is going to sound so bad, but if you threaten the electric chair, you almost have to fry somebody first, right?
Yeah.
I think there's going to be, once this gets set, and I don't know if it's going to take a year or two to get some rules and regulations, and it may be massaged here and there.
It's gonna take something serious.
Somebody needs to get popped.
Yeah.
And I hate to say that.
That'll reel it back.
There'll be an example of it.
Yeah.
It's like,
well said.
Boom.
Well said.
Here it is.
You know, those crazy countries, don't steal, don't steal, don't steal. If you steal, we're going to put you in the front of the Times Square and we're going to cut your hand off. You got to cut somebody's hand off at some point.
Yeah.
I think there's going to be a school that they don't want it. The school doesn't want it, but the NCAA is going to need to pop somebody. They're going to need to pop somebody.
But guess who it's not going to be? Who? It's not going to be Notre Dame. It's not going to be.
Well, think about it.
So
the first and only death penalty. Now they did a lot.
Nobody in the SEC,
SMU, right?
SMU, first and only. Now they did a lot to be the first and only. They had all that oil money. They were doing it, but it is what Trent said. You know what? It wasn't Alabama. It wasn't Florida. It wasn't Georgia. It was SMU. SMU.
Who? Yeah. I mean, yeah. It's going to be an example of one of these Power 4 schools just trying to push the envelope and do something.
Yeah.
But you want to avoid what's happening between Miami and Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Things like
Smelly.
that. A lawsuit.
Smelly.
Like,
and Pat, you and I talked about that. You just going back to the NFL. The NFL just cannot have the New England Patriots suing the Dallas Cowboys. That's a bad look. Bad look. And who's running the asylum over there?
Because then we get let into more stuff of that gets out about what's going on. I don't know if those depositions become public at some point.
I think at some point they are public knowledge.
I think
unless they're sealed by
the judge.
By a judge. But you've got
if
you've got jury or what have you.
Yeah.
Once the statute of limitation runs out, they can write books and stuff like that. So eventually that's going to roll out, and people are going to know.
Wow.
What Paul Harvey used to say, the rest of the story.
The rest of the story. I think it's a big deal. I think today's a big day. I think it's the start of a structure. And again, I always caution people, all these fans wanted it to be spit, shine, and perfect day one. It's going to take some time.
It'll take some time, yeah.
The NFL took time. The NFL didn't get their free agency and their salary cap right from day one. It takes time.
So let's just bring this up. What about Major League Baseball? So they have a salary cap, but you can spend as much money as you want, and then you pay a luxury tax. So if I'm the LA Dodgers,
they just set their salary
cap.
Here
it is.
Right? They just set their own salary cap.
It's like just let it fly, man. It doesn't
matter.
Right?
You can't. You're playing the game the way it is.
And as Casey said yesterday, we brought it up on the show. And Casey, if you're there, feel free to chime in. I was reading what's going to happen in the second half of Major League Baseball season. And one thing I saw and went, ooh, and I asked Casey yesterday, and he said, yeah. I read a thing that said coming up, maybe not the second half, but in the very near future in baseball, they've got about 17 months of the current labor situation, and there's a good chance there'll be a strike. And I think the strike is going to be over.
Yeah.
We got to figure something out.
Yeah.
You can't have a luxury tax where basically the richest of the rich set their own salary cap.
That and on top of it, that and allowing deferred payments.
Yeah.
Those on top of each other at the same time. That's how you get around it, right?
That's a great.
You can't have both of those things at the same time.
Well, guess what?
I'm not a financier. I've never understood when they go, well, we're paying Pat Mahomes $400 million, but the first year it's going to
be $2 million.
Yeah.
That's what Otani's making. $2 million technically this year.
And guess what?
Yeah. How about
guess what July 1st is?
What's that?
Bobby Bonilla Day.
Oh, okay.
He still makes $1.19 million every July 1st
because they deferred his contract
until when?
35, I think.
Wow.
Yeah. Because they
in 2000, I think it was 2017.
What was the deal? It benefited both, but
It's a lifetime, basically a lifetime contract.
When he signed, and I'm piecing this together because it's been a while. When he signed, he was one of the better players in baseball. When he signed with the Mets, he's been in the league for a long time.
Power hitter, switch hitter, all that stuff.
And he got like a 10-year, $40 million deal. After 3 or 4 years, and he was declining and was about to retire. I don't know if the Bonilla went to the Mets or the Mets went to Bonilla and said, "Hey, we got an idea. What was the deal? We'll pay you more. We owe you 15 more. The contract says we still owe you 15 million. I tell you what, instead of us having to give you that 50 million all at one time, we'll pay you 20 million over the next 20 years at 1.9. So he'll make more, but they got to chunk it out. Now, the word is, if you talk to finance people, they say that it wasn't a terrible deal for the Mets either, because instead of taking their bank, the Mets, and saying, "I do owe you by contract $15 million. Here's $15 million.
Here's your buyout, basically.
You've lost $15 million, the Mets, of your bank. But I'll pay you extra, but I'll pay you $2 million a year. So I give you 2, and I still have 13 that I'm using as working capital as interest. Then I give you next year another 2. I'm still plus 11.
You might have made that back.
So financiers say it
wasn't.
Financiers ran that down and said it's actually a pretty smart deal for the Mets
as
well, because they got to use his money as operating capital and interest.
That's smart.
And instead of giving it all at once, they went $1.9 million, $1.9 million. Yeah, it started coming down, but that's operating capital. So a lot of people said that was a smart deal.
How much more time until it ends?
I think it's 35. I have to look it up.
2035?
But on the surface, it sounds on the surface it sounds like,
so you got that paycheck coming every July 1st.
Or he would have had one chunk.
It's almost
what if he died?
It's not a national holiday, but it's almost like a national holiday.
I'm sure it
there's probably some sort of clause in there.
I was going to say
the family gets
but he wouldn't have got to experience it. Now, if he got 15 million at one time, he would have had 15 million.
Well, the other side of the argument is, what was that money worth then?
Oh yeah, when I say
versus now,
when I say finance people, you can look it up online. I've done it before. Hardcore finance people have done exactly what you said. They amortized, they interest back then, and it's actually a pretty damn good deal for both sides.
Yeah, I mean, they wouldn't have done it otherwise.
Absolutely, they were. Yeah. But on the surface, it sounds so one-sided. What? This guy's getting $1 million a year, July 1st until 2032. That sounds like you've pulled the wool over my eyes.
Yeah, well, if people are saying the Mets are stupid, why would you do that?
The Met people and a lot of finance people say, I think every franchise would like to do that kind of payout because you keep that working capital. And guess who gets the interest? Not Bonilla. He doesn't have the $15 million.
No.
You keep the money getting your interest.
Yep. Well, to Patrick's point, the value of the organization's gone up. Ticket prices have gone up.
Yeah.
Merchandise has gone up.
Yeah.
So that $1 million I have to pay you
seems like a drop in a bucket,
Yeah.
$250,000.
Yeah.
Probably.
You should make it back.
As we break here at Sliders Oyster Bar, has anyone followed? I have not. We can jump on it here. If anybody followed the first round of the British Open, it should be complete now. What are they, 5 hours ahead ish? It's in Northern Ireland this year, right? Northern Ireland.
You can pull up the results.
We'll put up here.
There's one guy that's a stroke back in the lead.
All right, we'll take a look at it.
And I'll give you a guess when we come back.
I guess. Does it start with an S?
It does indeed. Maybe 2 S's.
Yes.
S squared.
Didn't see that.
S squared.
Didn't see that coming. All right, one segment down, a long way to go. Patrick Young, Trenton Torsha, Terry Norvelle, and you coming to you live from Sliders Oyster Bar here in Neptune Beach.
At Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, we know pain and injuries can stop you from doing what you love. This is why our board-certified orthopedic specialists offer the latest in both non-surgical and surgical treatment options and create a treatment plan tailored to your unique lifestyle and goals. So, whether it is a sports injury or that nagging pain that's keeping you from doing what you love, our team has the right treatment for you. For more information or to schedule an appointment online, visit our website.
You really got to hand it to him. Hold on.
The previous play is under further review.
I'm not sure what he could review, but okay. Sure has been a while. Dynamic Hurricane Grill and Wings for the football season. Well, there he is. Oh, what is that?
Empower a future, inspire a dream. It's a bold but simple mission for the Jacksonville Police Athletic League known as Jax PAL. Help the next generation of kids in Jacksonville shape a brighter future. Their after-school programs, teenage leadership programs. There's community outreach.
This has been just an awesome opportunity to be out here with my colleagues and do something good for the community. It's really been an interesting opportunity to just see everybody work together in a way that we don't normally in the office.
And there's sports. There are also ways you can help the next generation with a donation of any kind. Just visit jaxpal.org to get more information. Empower a future, inspire a dream with Jax PAL.
Finally, a family atmosphere, kid-friendly restaurant with a real sports bar feel. Bricks Jack's Beach features all of that and a large, climate-controlled covered patio with misting fans and heaters for all seasons. Mix in an extremely diverse menu that features the most quality and affordable steak at the beach, and there's no reason not to enjoy your next lunch, dinner, happy hour, or big sporting event at Bricks Jack's Beach, 300 2nd Street North in Jacksonville Beach. See you at Bricks Jack's Beach.
There's a saying in sports, you can't win them all, but you can win a lot with good folks on your team. Like that one painter, First Coast. It's tough to beat the sun in Florida, so your home fades. It's tough to beat that HOA when they come calling. Beat the sun, beat the HOA with that one painter, First Coast. And it's a good time to do it. Less rain to work around and painting in mild temperatures is perfect. After all, the paint bonds to the surface so much better. Give that one painter First Coast a call at 904-417-3557 or look them up at first-coast.thatonepainter.com. Fast estimate, guidance on color and HOA requirements, and the highest quality job you'll find anywhere. Be a big winner in your neighborhood with that one painter First Coast on your team.
When you think sports, you think Action Sports Jax, the official station of the Jaguars, on location for every game. But the most experienced team in town doesn't stop there. From high school football to the big events in the area, Action Sports Jax is always on. Now, we take that to a new level. Action Sports Jax 24/7 is around-the-clock coverage of the teams you love and the moments you can't miss. The best local sports in Jacksonville on Action Sports Jax 24/7.
Oh boy, there you go. Hot and steamy. It is July. Welcome back. Patrick Young's here. Trenton Torshia, our baseball guy from Mississippi State, is here. I'm Terry Norvelle. Casey Kurtz producing. We are at the patio, on the patio at Sliders Oyster Bar. We want to go over the first round of the British Open. It's pretty much complete. But Pat, you got something going on. You made a trip.
Yeah, it was cool. Dallas.
Big D.
Well, first off, when I got to Dallas and I was going there, was a conference called What Drives Winning, a corporation that they use question-based leadership with coaches and players. That the primary one that Brett Ledbetter talked about a lot has a relationship with Mark Daignault, head coach of Oklahoma City.
Yeah, just won the title, right?
It was just so cool to see in these clips how Mark Daignault's language as a coach was directly reflected in the actions of the players. Like, you might not notice, but subtly, after winning the championship, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, he's like not even in the front of the parade, like when they're on the court. And when they call his name for the MVP, he's kind of like, me? Like, for real? Because they are such a team first oriented.
On the team.
So I'll give you a beautiful example. A beautiful example. Chet's out of the year, mostly with that hip. He like fell down because he's so skinny, so thin. He fell, he hit his hip, fractured it.
Right.
He's missed 50 games. Games coming back, they're going up to play in Toronto. Remember, Shai Gilgeous at SGA, he's Canadian. So this game was getting broadcast. They were playing fine without Chet. Like, could they say I won the championship without him? I don't know. But at that point, they were playing fine without him. SGA doesn't take a shot in the first quarter. He gets the ball to Chet as many times as possible to try to get help to try to help him get into the flow of the game. Like, that level of selflessness is what makes that team special. Because, you know, you look at teams like that tried to do the super team thing.
Yeah.
Let's look at the Nets. They tried to grab Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant, and James Harden all at once. That imploded quickly.
All alpha dogs, by the way.
All alpha dogs. Oh, look at and try to do it again.
You really got to hand it to him. Hold on.
The previous play is under further review.
I'm not sure what he could review, but okay. Sure has been a while. Dine in at Hurricane Grill and Wings for the football season. Well, there he is. Oh, what is that?
At Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, we know pain and injuries can stop you from doing what you love. This is why our board-certified orthopedic specialists offer the latest in both non-surgical and surgical treatment options and create a treatment plan tailored to your unique lifestyle and goals. So, whether it is a sports injury or that nagging pain that's keeping you from doing what you love, our team has the right treatment for you. For more information or to schedule an appointment online, visit our website.
Most of us know how to throw. But you need to know what to throw. I'm not talking about footballs, baseballs, softballs. We're talking about those items you need to recycle. Republic Services explains it easy. Recycling simplified. 1. Know what to throw. When in doubt, throw it out. 2. Empty, clean, and dry those materials. It takes an extra minute, but it makes a big difference. And 3. Don't bag it. This makes the recycling process faster and more efficient. This is a look at the Republic Services North Florida Recycling Center. You can make this process even more efficient. By utilizing those 3 steps, Republic Services can help you become a better recycler in your home. Learn more at recyclingsimplified.com.
Finally, a family atmosphere, kid-friendly restaurant with a real sports bar feel. Rick's Jack's Beach features all of that and a large, climate-controlled covered patio with misting fans and heaters for all seasons. Mix in an extremely diverse menu that features the most quality and affordable steak at the beach, and there's no reason not to enjoy your next lunch, dinner, happy hour, or big sporting event at Rick's Jack's Beach, 300 2nd Street North in Jacksonville Beach. See you at Bricks Jacks Beach.
Baker Sports. It's a hometown business filled with hometown people trying to make you feel right at home.
Chris Conley, Jacksonville University.
Walker Wright, class of 2018, West Nassau High School.
Michael Young, Fletcher High School.
Baker Sports started in a grassroots way and now outfits much of the Southeast.
Will Olive, Mandarin High School. Go Stangs.
High school sports, travel sports, youth sports of all kinds. They are a one-stop shop carrying Nike, Adidas, Under Armour brands, and more.
Vincent Caldes, Oak Leaf High School.
Tony Mazzio, Sandalwood High School, class of 2002.
Samuel Coffrin, Paxton School for Advanced Studies.
Whether it's sports teams on the field or it's your team in the workplace, like our Action Sports Jacks team, and community events like the Dream 18 Golf Tournament, and many others.
Cole Tilley, Hilliard High School.
Reagan Webb, Eagles View Academy.
Look good, feel good, play good with Baker Sports. Custom sports apparel since 1997. Shop with the hometown team at bakersport.com.
The rhythm of my heart is beating like a drum, with we are martyr rolling off our tongues. Never will we roam, for we know our place is down. Where the ocean meets the skies, we be sailing. Where the ocean meets the skies, we be sailing.
A hit there. Thanks for staying with us. The Young and Norvelle Show on the patio Thursday at Sliders Oyster Bar down here in Neptune Beach. Patrick Young, Trenton Torsia, Terry Norvelle, Casey Kurtz, who just had a heart attack, I think. Not to narc anybody out, but so we take this pop. Y'all heard it a minute ago. Got
sounded like
off.
a lightning.
Yeah.
And went, oh my God! So I traced everything's plugged in. I traced our big power, which is just right around the corner. And when I plugged it in to start the show, I was the only one in there. Well, I hooked up, and there's a phone charger plugged in. And as I'm looking, a girl that works here, she says, "Oh, I'm sorry. I can unplug that." Well, I think when she plugged it in, it tripped.
Took a little too much power. Well, we're using a lot of power over here.
I guess. And that electric smile of yours.
Yeah.
Getting that electric smile out.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, so.
Where were you at? Did you finish your Dallas story?
No, I didn't. So what was really cool, I got a chance to meet Dylan Gabriel and Paige Beckers.
Really?
Yeah, and I was in the back with the green
quarterback and the WNBA.
Yeah, in the back, and chatted with Dylan and his fiance. Man, he's just a normal guy.
Dylan.
He's just a normal. He's not very big.
Okay.
No, it's like maybe 6 feet tall.
He looks 6'6".
He's not a big guy.
Doesn't he look thin and tall, Gabriel?
Not thin. He's a solid athlete, but and all the questions in our minds thinking about that quarterback room. But apparently they're tight. It's a really tight, niched, very likable quarterback room. What was cool?
And he's in it with Shador.
So his quarterback
thank
room
you so much.
is Shador. Let's be respectful. Joe Flacco first.
I'm sorry, foremost. Joe. Sorry, Joe.
Kenny Pickett. Then I'll go Dylan Gabriel, then Shador Sanders, and Deshaun Watson last because
they've got that many QBs.
It is what it is. Well,
yeah, it is.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's very curious.
Gabriel, was he a draft? He went ahead of
Shador.
Ahead of Shador.
4th round. So I'm very curious, and I'm sure we all are, of what that's going to look like. I don't know if the Browns believe they have their guy quite yet in their room. So, but I really think it's unlikely they'll go Joe Flacco rookie.
Yeah.
Or Kenny. I don't see rookie being in there, because then if you got another guy, like your development, the time that you get a chance to show if you can figure it out, it's all short. That's always, man, we should start the other guy. Man, we should and that's not good for any quarterback.
That is tough.
Mm-hmm.
That is tough. Let me ask you this, Patrick Young. You brought up Shador, and you brought up Gabriel. Gabriel had a big college career now. He threw for a bunch of yards. He was a good passing quarterback.
That Oklahoma-Texas game was one of my favorites I've watched in the last few years.
It was like 600 yards, wasn't it?
Yeah. He threw a touchdown in the corner at the end.
And drafting guys on top of guys. When you were at Florida, 4 years, ultra successful teams, you came in, you've told us a million times your freshman year, you're a freshman. You're feeling it out, and you're a knucklehead a little bit. But, good player.
For sure.
5-star parade All-American. I mean, year 2, 3, and 4, did Florida bring in other big men that you had to go, whoa now? I mean, you like your teammates.
No,
don't get me wrong, but did they bring in guys that you had to go, this guy wants my job?
No, I think it kind of deterred those players from coming.
From going. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Look,
too.
Jarnell Stokes, he came on official visits with Florida. I just think like me and him back and forth would have been unbelievable. Joel
Embiid. You're talking about John L., the older one that was the really good one.
Yeah, John L. was
his younger brother.
Yeah, it was.
Played a year and bounced around.
He wasn't. He should have never been at Florida. Then you got who else? Joel Embiid.
He was at the Rock.
He was at the Rock.
But you were
he probably would have gone to Gainesville if I wasn't there.
Did you know that? Joel Embiid played at the Rock High School, which is in Gainesville, basically.
Right.
Yeah. You were already at Florida, so he takes off to Kansas.
And then the last opportunity that should have worked out was DeMontre Harris transferring in from South Carolina.
I remember that.
He just never could get back in shape.
He's a big man.
Oh yeah, he can never. And he would have been a really good player. He just couldn't figure out how to be a professional. And of course, you don't expect the kid to be a perfect pro in college, but going to class, remembering plays,
showing up for practice
on time, embracing the weight room, like that was none of the things that he.
So he was a knucklehead.
And sadly, he got a really bad infection. Started off not bad, but he didn't finish let's say it was a 10-day antibiotic treatment pills orally. He started feeling better at day 5 and stopped taking them.
Yeah,
and
the first thing they tell you not to do.
Real nasty. Yeah, it came back with a vengeance.
You probably don't want to do that.
No,
no.
But I mean, it's interesting because in any sport, and like what I played, the Thunder and Lightning, the two guys that were like, now it's different, right? You're going to play 9 people in the field, including the pitcher.
Yeah. So
and pitchers, you're going to go 12 deep, probably on a traveling schedule. But still, when you get those personalities involved, when the dude needs to be the dude, that's when problems start.
Yeah.
And part of what I think Patrick's saying is maybe, you know what? They already have a dude.
Yeah. I'm not going there.
I'm going to stay away from it.
But it's like,
but as a coach, a good coach would transition to a little bit of a different scheme, right? If they had,
the messaging from the coach is like, this is an opportunity for you to compete, and so what if he's better? You get to play against him every day in practice.
If John L. Stokes went to Florida and you were already there, would he have been the 5? You'd have been the 4. How do you?
I don't know if Coach would have played us at the same time because neither one of us were shooting it. But maybe he would have.
Okay.
What was interesting, Jarnell and I, we went to the NBA Combine together at the same time, and we were doing a big man drill where it was 2-on-2, and he and I were on the same team together. Bro, we dominated. No one could stop us.
Yeah.
And we were just all brute force.
And his brother was a little shorter but thicker.
His brother would probably walk in at 6'9", 6'8", 320 pounds.
And Jarnell was 10, 11.
He should have played football.
Yeah.
He would have. He just wasn't disciplined enough to stay in basketball shape, but he was too athletic at that size.
Wow.
To just only be football.
How about that?
But you combine his size with what he could bring, because he couldn't stay on the basketball court for more than 2 minutes. But shoot,
because it was win.
In that shape. But in the NFL, if he's on the line, I mean, you get 3-second play, 40 seconds in between, for the most part.
Yeah. Interesting. Hey, let's get to the and I want to ask you about the All-Star game. We haven't talked about the All-Star game that's been played. We were going to tease a little bit. We teased a little bit. First round of the British Open is done. Obviously, it's being played in Northern Ireland. I don't know the flags. Maybe y'all know the flags. Olsen, I don't know where he's from. Olsen leads, or actually there's a bunch of guys that are in the clubhouse at 67. It's a par 71. Olsen from that flag country. Lee from that flag. Fitzpatrick. And we're just going to say Christian is in. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4.
Give it a try.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys. Harris English, he's an American. He's part of the 5 grouping that are in the house at 4 under. That's 67. Scotty Scheffler, 3 under in the house, so he's lurking already. Scotty Scheffler, I don't know if any other names that jump out. Lee Westwood is 2 under. Ricky Fowler, 2 under. These are all in the clubhouse because they're way ahead of us.
So Lee Westwood is kind of an old timer now.
Yeah.
He's been around a long time.
He really is, and Ricky Fowler is on the top of the board. But Justin Rose, Lucas Glover, they're also 2 under. Phil Mickelson shot a 70. That's 1 under, and he's on the top.
Best opening round in his career at the British Open.
For really?
Mickelson.
And he's 51, 52.
2, something like that.
How about that? So there's a quick look at
and I think the other piece is Justin Rose. If you really follow golf, this guy
he's been there for a while, man.
Yeah,
all the time,
and he's in he's in like the best shape of anybody.
He's in his 40s.
Yeah,
he gotta be.
Yeah, pushing 50.
Did we say Roy McIlroy? There's John Rahm 1 under, so he's still around. Shane Lowry 1 under. What about your? Oh, here's McIlroy. McIlroy's 1 under. Okay, and he's. That's his area.
What was your guys' take on Scotty Scheffler's recent article that came out?
What was he trying to say?
I was out in my notes to talk about a little bit today. So it kind of takes me back to, he wants to be a guy that can go out to a restaurant, have dinner. I just won $5 million. What do you want to do? Well, let's go to Waffle House.
Let's go to the Olive Garden.
Yeah,
not some Green Derby in New York.
We're not going to rent out the top floor of a swanky restaurant. And that's okay. And I think that's part of what keeps him connected.
Did you read the whole article? I was a headline hunter. I don't know if you read the whole article.
I read a good bit of it.
Yeah, but
it did.
He doesn't want to be a role model. He's
did he say he didn't love golf at all?
He was saying, and to your point, I didn't look at it that way. I'm chasing after this thing, and it's coming, and I'm achieving it, but it's coming with
at a price,
things that I don't want in my life.
Yeah,
like you said, he couldn't just pop up here and go to Sliders or with his family and not get bothered.
Yeah.
Like he comes. I believe Scotty Scheffler's a Christian guy, so like. He's thinking like we all have a soul, like we have more purpose to our life than just chasing these achievements. And having this is coming off the heels of his first child too. So he's like, that's probably giving him more joy than any trophy he's ever had.
Great
point. And I think that's
because I didn't read it. I headline hunted, and I was like, I wonder if he's somewhere saying he's great at golf, but he doesn't love golf. So he wasn't saying that. It's the stuff that golf brings that he might not like.
Let's look at Tiger Woods.
Being at that level.
Well, it's more being a celebrity than it is what golf brings.
Yeah.
Because, he's a champion. He competes like a champion,
but
it's just like going to work every day where you go, I'm going to go to work,
and
I'm going to put my time in, probably extra time.
Yep.
Top people
Golfers got to.
And then you bug on out.
A guy like Tiger, if you think about it, he was on the Mike Douglas show at 4 years old.
Are you serious?
He was winning the amateur at 14 and 15. It was played here. He was a prodigy that lived up to it, right?
Went to Stanford.
Yeah. So Tiger, even at a young age of probably 12, 13, 14, he felt stardom.
Yeah.
Right? He was Tiger. And literally, he was on Mike Douglas show.
You've
seen that hit. A guy like Scotty Scheffler, and most guys, think about it. Scotty Scheffler probably didn't sign his first autograph till he was 20. Right? Scotty Scheffler's relatively new at being a megalodon star, right? And I guess that could spook some guys. They say, wait a minute, what is the trade-off?
We've all seen
what's the trade-off?
What was it? The Chicago Bulls series.
Yes. Last Dance.
And you just see from the outside looking in, looking at Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
The heights at which he achieved, like he lost just being Michael, just being Mike.
Point.
Just that normalcy of like he couldn't go anywhere. The only time it seemed like in that documentary was when he was in his hotel room.
Remember that? And he lay on the sofa.
Yeah.
Laid out on the sofa, and he seemed happy as hell.
Yes, he happy as hell. And that's probably why he loved golf so much.
Amen.
Part of it.
Maybe.
Was he probably felt like he could be the freest himself, and I mean, add all that money he had onto it.
But you're out there with a couple buddies out in the middle of nowhere on a golf course.
But he used to get a bad rap too because he would, and I've seen him up close come at TPC, walking through the ropes, and it's straight ahead, man. Barrel vision, because I'm at work and it's time to get my job done.
Yeah.
Maybe afterwards I'll sign a few autographs. Yeah. But right now,
I know
I'm at my office, and the only person that can interrupt me is quintessentially my boss, which is my caddy.
Yeah.
I mean, right? Let's say, hey.
Getting back to Michael Jordan, I think another thing that really chapped him a little bit as he became Michael Jordan, he and I respect him for this. You don't have to take a stand, even though you're a public figure.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan never, ever purposely, he never jumped on culture issues and social issues. And his community, some people, I should say, in his community wanted him to. But some guys just, he would never, if there was a racial thing or something, he never jumped in one way or the other. And some people got mad at him for that. Wait a minute. You've got such a pulpit. You should. And I kind of respected him going, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
I just don't want to be that guy.
I love the idea of someone having reluctance going into this position of power. Someone that's like, I want this power so I can influence. I think they're going to be much quicker to be corrupted by that power. Yeah. But someone like Jordan, I'm sure there are things like he can look back and say, I wish I would have, but he made it clear, I'm not using making basketball. Like, I'm about basketball. This is what my brand is about.
Yeah.
Don't try to force me to make a change into to who I don't want to be. And to not bend the knee.
Then the ones that do that, people go stay in your lane.
Right, exactly.
Yes, good point.
So,
damned if I do, damned if I don't. Yeah, because there's a group of another group's going to say, wait a minute, how are you weighing in on this? How can you weigh on this? You live in an ivory tower, you drive you don't drive your own car, you got that. Yeah, damned if you do.
Damned if you don't.
Damned if you don't. Let me tell you guys, we talked a lot of basketball. A couple more weeks of the Coach Martin, as you know.
JBA.
The JBA, Jacksonville Basketball Academy summer camps are rocking and rolling. Plenty of time. We got, what do we have, about three and a half more weeks of camps. They end early August. So you've got time.
Them yellow buses coming back, everybody.
Isn't that something? School starting.
Those yellow buses.
Fun times.
You've got a basketball player in your life that wants to improve their game. You still have time. The Jacksonville Basketball Academy, from third grade-ish all the way up through high school, whatever level you want to get that basketball player to, they've got a camp structured for that level. Here's what you do to find out all the information and where you can get signed up, how you can get signed up. Find them on the online. Look them up on Google. Jacksonville Basketball Academy. All right, guys, let's take a break. When we come back, I've got some sports history I think y'all going to like.
Here we go.
And we can take any topics you guys have as well. Got a lot of other stuff to get to, but I've got some great sports history, including you got to be pretty big boys to be able to say this. Hey, Williams sisters, the tennis players. Hey, Williams sisters, hold my beer. I got two guys that are big enough boys to say, Venus, Serena, hold my beer.
I'm interested.
How's that for a tease?
I'd like to hold a beer right now.
Yeah.
Hey, settle down.
That's not a bad idea.
Being honest.
This is ice water we're drinking.
I just say that's what I'd like.
That's not a bad idea.
6:01, boys.
Yeah. All right, deal.
6:01, big time. Wrap it up, hour number one. We've got a full hour left. Stay with us here on the Young and Norvelle Show.
At Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, we know pain and injuries can stop you from doing what you love. This is why our board-certified orthopedic specialists offer the latest in both non-surgical and surgical treatment options and create a treatment plan tailored to your unique lifestyle and goals. So, whether it is a sports injury or that nagging pain that's keeping you from doing what you love, our team has the right treatment for you. For more information or to schedule an appointment online, visit our website.
You really got to hand it to him. Hold on.
The previous play is under further review.
I'm not sure what he could review, but okay. Sure has been a while. Dine in at Hurricane Grill and Wings for the football season. Well, there he is. Oh, what is that?
Empower a future, inspire a dream. It's a bold but simple mission for the Jacksonville Police Athletic League known as Jax PAL. Help the next generation of kids in Jacksonville shape a brighter future. Their after-school programs, teenage leadership programs. There's community outreach.
This has been just an awesome opportunity to be out here with my colleagues and do something good for the community. It's really been an interesting opportunity to just see everybody work together in a way that we don't normally in the office.
And there's sports. There are also ways you can help the next generation with a donation of any kind. Just visit jaxpal.org to get more information. Empower a future, inspire a dream with Jax PAL.
Finally, a family atmosphere, kid-friendly restaurant with a real sports bar feel. Rick's Jack's Beach features all of that and a large, climate-controlled covered patio with misting fans and heaters for all seasons. Mix in an extremely diverse menu that features the most quality and affordable steak at the beach, and there's no reason not to enjoy your next lunch, dinner, happy hour, or big sporting event at Rick's Jack's Beach, 300 2nd Street North in Jacksonville Beach. See you at Rick's Jack's Beach.
There's a saying in sports, you can't win them all, but you can win a lot with good folks on your team. Like that one painter, First Coast. It's tough to beat the sun in Florida, so your home fades. It's tough to beat that HOA when they come calling. Beat the sun, beat the HOA with that one painter, First Coast. And it's a good time to do it. Less rain to work around and painting in mild temperatures is perfect. After all, the paint bonds to the surface so much better. Give that one painter First Coast a call at 904-417-3557 or look them up at first-coast.thatonepainter.com. Fast estimate, guidance on color and HOA requirements, and the highest quality job you'll find anywhere. Be a big winner in your neighborhood with that one painter First Coast on your team.
When you think sports, you think Action Sports Jax, the official station of the Jaguars, on location for every game. But the most experienced team in town doesn't stop there. From high school football to the big events in the area, Action Sports Jax is always on. Now, we take that to a new level. Action Sports Jax 24/7 is around-the-clock coverage of the teams you love and the moments you can't miss. The best local sports in Jacksonville on Action Sports Jax 24/7.
All right, back we are. There's a shot of overhead downtown Jacksonville. Pretty standard shot as I welcome everybody back. Terry Norvelle here, Patrick Young right there, and Trent Torsia right in the middle, the Mississippi State Bulldog. I saw, before we get to some sports history, I saw Jake Mangum, him from the great Mississippi State team.
Of course I do.
Who's he play for? The Rays.
The Rays.
Right? Quick little guy. Man, he's
switch hitter.
He got up there quick, didn't he? He got the bigs quick.
Yeah, he did. He's actually – so he got up, was playing well, got hurt. So you think –
where do they play him at? Where's he play at?
Center field.
Center field guy. Yeah.
He's one that makes, acrobatic catches. And he's fun to watch.
That 2 or 3 year run state was so good, and they won a title. He was right in the middle of it. Guys, I teased a little bit. Let's get some sports history. All right, so you better be pretty big boys if you think you're going to say to the Williams sisters, the tennis Williams sisters, Venus and Serena. But I think I found a couple boys that could say, hold my beer. Because, the Williams sisters, it was awesome. They were sisters that dominated tennis.
It's a great story.
They were sisters, I'm going to say it again, that dominated tennis. They were sisters that dominated. How about this?
In finals matches, which is pretty awesome.
And won majors. Okay, we're going to take it back. Casey loves when we run it back. 1882.
Okay.
1882. The Renshaw brothers, William and Ernest, said, hey, Williams sisters, hold my beer. William Renshaw, this date in 1882, defeated not only his brother Ernest, but his twin brother,
Oh, wow.
Ernest, in the Wimbledon final. So they said, hold my beer. Y'all cute sisters, we twins. How about that, boys? Is that great?
Oh, my gosh. Are you
How about
serious?
Why don't you dig that
How
up?
about twin brother beats twin brother in the finals of Wimbledon? That's pretty good, man.
That's pretty cool.
That is pretty good.
I thought you were going to bring up the Bryan brothers. Those two that in tennis have been like the doubles down, like they're probably the greatest doubles champions of all time, winning it. So I thought you were bringing up them, but like that's even better.
Twin brothers.
Twin brothers.
They said, hold my beer. All right, you're going to like this one, especially Mr. Baseball guy over here.
All right.
This date, sports history, 1902. So the Orioles have to forfeit their game on this date in 02. They only have 5 players. Okay? MLB, Major League Baseball, way back 1902.
Wow.
They forfeit, and then they basically, the same day, they say, you know what? We're just giving our franchise back to the American League. We're out. They just shut it down.
Wait, say that again?
They had to forfeit in 1902, this day, the Orioles, Major League team, they only had 5 players.
Well, yeah.
So they forfeit the game, and they go, you know what? I got an idea. We're out.
We're out this season.
We're just giving our franchise back to the American League. They just said, we're out.
Could you imagine that happening today?
So wait a minute. Who owns it? The league owns
the AL got it back and probably sold it to whoever thought they could round up 9 guys. You need 9 guys. They only had 5.
Wow.
Like 5 guys.
9.
Like
you gotta say at least 10.
At least 10.
Give me another pitcher. At least one other pitcher. Goodness gracious.
At least 10.
Of course, that's back when pitchers probably threw 175 pitches a game, too.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Here's pretty cool. In this date, sports history, 1918. At the time, I don't know if this is still a record. At the time, Major League Baseball, the longest errorless game between the Cubs and the Phillies. Cubs won 2-1. So I'm assuming it was a well-pitched game. They played 21 innings, and neither team had an error.
Wow.
2-1, so the ball probably wasn't in play a lot, but 21 innings without an error.
Without an error. They should have to hit. How many hits to turn so you can know,
Well, if it's 2-1, it's really like how many strikeouts?
That's a
question. It's like
and how many innings? 21 innings?
21.
Woo! Yeah.
That's 2.5 games.
Isn't that something? And the ball had to be put in play some, though. My God.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
and they didn't make an error. This date, Sports Street, and I added something to this, but I think this might have happened. 1922. We're going to run it back to 1922. This guy named Ty Cobb. You've heard of Ty Cobb. He had his 4th game of that season at this point, right? Just after over halfway. He had his 4th game of 5 hits in a game. Now, I can't corroborate this, but he might have been known for stepping up to the batter's box and holding a gun saying, don't field this ball. I want to hit. Because, Ty Cobb was supposed to be a S.O. you-know-what.
He did?
I think he might have flashed a gun and said, I'm going to hit this ball, and don't none of y'all touch it. I want a base hit. I want 5.
He did sharpen his spikes, too.
That's what they said.
For real? Yeah. And he would go spikes high in a second base.
That's what they said. He was mean. The word is, and I don't know if it's wife still or not, the word is he killed somebody like in or around the baseball game back in the day. He's got an argument. All right. Yeah. Pat, say that again.
Just oh, you don't like what? All right, boom.
Pat just
out of here.
He just capped somebody.
Popped out of there.
Just like the saloons back in the day where they walked in double loaded.
Yeah.
Oh, I know, right? Yeah.
It wouldn't surprise me if Ty Cobb stepped to the batter's box, showed this to all the fielders. All right, I'm about to put this ball in play,
or
I want to hit. Don't be touching that ball.
What he probably did is he's walking up, drops it, Oh, my God.
Oh, sorry. Yes.
And then smile at it or something. It's like smile, and then if it's a revolver, you pop it open, take the bullets, spin it back in there, then put it back. That's enough.
I was going to go there.
He's like, oh yeah, baseball game.
And he does this like, oh yeah, I got 6 of them in there.
And listen, this idea came.
And he finally just does this, Pat, just kind of in case somebody missed it in the field.
It was in his back pocket?
Right in his back pocket.
Oh, speaking of that, funny thing here. I was speaking with a girl yesterday at, we know the TGL. We were talking about golf earlier. Colin Morikawa has a deal with, I can't remember what company it is, on his scorecard for yardage. His yardage book. So at the TGL, because he has his contract, he has to wear that in his back pocket for the TGL. There's no yardage. You're in a virtual golf simulator.
Oh, and
he has
what you're talking about.
He has to wear an empty. So this is how how the conversation came up. She's working on the women's side of golf with WME, the agency,
right?
And she's like, "Oh yeah, just had a cool deal with one player. It was a sponsorship on her collar." And I was like, "How much is that? How much was that sponsorship?" She's like, $500,000. I said, "What?"
Oh my!
She's like, "Yeah." So it goes in golf. It goes. This is the main one. The hat.
I didn't know this.
Then I think collar, chest.
Chest. Yeah.
What else was there? I know the
Sleeve.
the sleeve.
Yep.
Sleeve spots. Like it goes in tiers. So like, if a guy's wearing whatever on his hat,
and he's on the leaderboard, that camera's gonna find him.
That thing he's probably getting five. I think Scotty Scheffler. I don't know who his major sponsor is. Probably getting $5 million for wearing a hat.
And we talked the marketing groups. That's down to a science. They can look at today's British Open. They'll look at today's British Open, the actual TV broadcast, and they'll break it down. They'll say, "Hey, Exxon, you're there on Trent's hat today. He would, if you had to buy that much time if he made it on X, he was on TV X amount of time. If you bought that, it would be this."
So are these people not working in college football and basketball?
I don't know.
Well, what are they doing here?
Well, college football just announced. LSU is pushing LSU is trying to get it approved that they can wear logos on their football jersey this year.
They honestly, I hate to say it, yeah. I mean, shoot, it'll help the schools keep having revenue. Now that they have a mandate to pay $20.5 million.
You're going to see it. And think about NASCAR. It's the same thing. When they come on, the first thing they say is, "I'd like to thank Mobile One, for the Chevrolet car that I'm driving." Here's what I knew years ago, and I'm going back to the 90s, and I hate to date myself, but I worked for a company that sponsored a guy. It was Curtis Strange.
Okay.
2-time back-to-back U.S. Open winner.
Yeah.
And they were paying him by the spot. So by the showing on TV.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Well, you could do it that way, or you could do a lump sum.
Oh, okay. A lump sum, yeah.
So if you're not, if you're that guy and you go, I'm talking about betting on yourself, it's like, I'm going to be in the hunt. And think about how many times they show you looking at one putt 5 or 6 times.
Yeah.
Click, 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 click.
Yeah.
Or do I just flat rate you? Which probably
it's
would.
a tough call.
I'd probably do that with a guy like Scheffler.
Oh, for sure.
Because he's going to get shown.
Yeah.
Well,
there's a formula that they use. How much you've been on camera, and if you bought that, so they can take it back to the negotiating table and say, "Hey, by the way, we're."
I know Nike operates differently because if you're a Nike athlete, they don't. You can't sign with them and have any other logos.
Is that right? I didn't know that.
And now I understand because they have a new placement. They Nike check on this part for their golf attire. Because think, I swing, I pose. You're looking. That's where you're going to look at when I'm swinging and posing. I'm looking at my shot.
Good call.
Yeah.
I did not know Nike now is big enough boy to say, if we endorse you, we don't want to see anything.
And they don't do golf clubs anymore or balls. I don't think anymore.
Shoes, they're done with all that. I mean,
you remember one of the great ones at the Masters. Tiger ends up winning, but I don't know if it's 15 or 16. Very undulated green, and he makes that putt,
that 60-foot putt or whatever it was,
and sits on the lip and perfectly the swoosh. There's only one swoosh on this golf ball, but of course it sat right there where the camera hit it for 5 seconds, and that made obviously every broadcast in the world probably that night. How much free swoosh advertising?
Oh my gosh!
Oh,
unbelievable!
Oh, and some guy named Jordan also.
You told me about actually something was even crazier at like an Olympics where Adidas was the sponsor, the main sponsor for that. And Nike wisely took all these ad spots all around.
I don't think I told you that.
Oh, you didn't? Nike took all these ad spots around the area and ended up having a much higher footprint. And Adidas ends up trying to sue them, and I just thought that's so brilliant. Instead of being
how about your sport? Powerade years ago said Powerade bought the drink for the March Madness, and I don't care what stadium you have to have Powerade. Every cup's Powerade, every cooler's Powerade. I don't care if that arena has a deal. If that arena, arenas have deals too.
Yeah, how does that work?
Yeah, but if you want to bid for it, you got to get out of that deal.
Yeah, how does that work? Yeah. If we're have Coke products, as at the stadium arena,
they want an exclusive.
Yeah, but if you want the NCAA tournament, Powerade is the official beverage. So you got to figure out a way.
Figure it out.
Arena, wherever you're at, to wiggle out of it.
Or you Coke or Pepsi.
Y'all better provide me a blank check.
Yeah.
Provide me a blank check. You provide me a blank check, I will never touch Gatorade again in my life.
You give us an exclusive, and we'll do it.
I will never touch Gatorade.
Trent will remember because he's old like me. Pat, you may not remember. Speaking of NCAA tournament, this is not really a sponsor, but it probably started 20 years ago. You remember, Trent, years ago, at least through the 80s and probably early 90s, March Madness, all the locations, and obviously they whittle down. They have 32 locations, 16 locations. It whittles down to a Final Four location, the final game. But it whittles down. There are games all over. For years, up until about 20 years ago, wherever the game was at had its own court. If the game was in Rupp Arena, that part of the tournament, you were playing on Kentucky's court. And when that game was on national TV, Kentucky's court. Yeah. Now they're uniform courts. Yep. They're black and blue, right? They're black and dark, right? If you think about it. And they send those courts out. The NCAA buys them and sends them out. Mm-hmm. But let's say the O'Connell Center was big enough to host in 98. Before this started, those games and whatever TV games, they'd be playing on the Gators court.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
I do.
And then they made it's a uniformed colored court now. And I think both baselines, they paint them Albuquerque or San Jose or whatever.
I think only in the NIT, they let teams host at home and don't have to change.
You don't know nothing about the NIT because you never played no small little NIT.
I think it's not until the Final Four of the NIT where they're on that uniform court. Yeah.
Real quick, couple more history. 1954, some guy named Babe Ruth. He was issued walk number 2,000. So they were doing Barry Bonds to him way back then too.
Yeah.
The Babe. This date sports history, and Casey and I talked about it yesterday. Yesterday, sports history, some guy named Joe DiMaggio got his 56th straight game with a hit.
Woo.
That's the record. And if you know the record, it ended at 56. So on this day.
But then,
17 straight.
Yeah, I was going to say
17 straight.
Yeah.
But on this date, the great streak came to an end in 1941. Yeah. He went over. And we talked, Casey looked it up. The third baseman, he had his name. Maybe Cleveland's third baseman in the game today that ended the 56 made two, and you could read the accounts. I think they've got it on TV. Maybe the third baseman he hit 2 bullets down third. The guy made incredible plays, so he could have easily got a base.
Oh man, really?
But then, so he went over, snapped his 56. Yep. The next 17 games he got a hit.
I know.
He could have put that thing at about 80.
Yeah,
could have put it at about 80.
No one will break that one.
Here's a carryover. And this has been all week. This date, sports history, 1987. Don Mattingly hit a home run on this day. It was his 7th consecutive game with a home run. He will go one more day tomorrow. He hit 8 home runs in a row, games in a row. A home run in 8 games in a row.
Yeah.
How about that? And he was the guy. Don Mattingly played 15, 18 years, long time
19 years
for the Yankees. Great hitter. Don Mattingly, all those years played Major League Baseball. He had 6 Grand Slams. All 6 were in the 1987 year. He never hit a Grand Slam in any other year. How weird is that?
Yeah. I mean, well, he wasn't a home run guy, but the fact that you put them together.
In one season.
In one season, he hit all of his Grand Slams, all 6 of them. And
nicknamed Donnie Baseball.
Donnie Baseball. And final one, guys, this date, 1990, the Twins lose a baseball game to the Red Sox 1-0, even though the Twins turned not 1, but 2 triple plays in the game. How do you turn 2 triple plays
and lose?
Yes. Yes.
You don't even see that in the same season throughout the whole MLB.
Recently here, there was a triple play by one player.
Might have been. I think that's happened. Line
There was
drive near second base, and 2 guys. You tag the guy coming up.
There's an automatic out at some point.
Yeah,
guys close enough where you can tag a guy and get him at first or
it
something.
It might be 3-2 count, no outs, bases loaded. Guys decide first and second double steal.
First and second double steal.
Catch a line drive. Tag the guy that was on first coming to second, and tag second base the guy that went.
Like that. Oh yeah,
yeah. I think it's been done before. Solo triple play.
Because people talk. Because people talk about
triple play. Yeah,
somebody that makes all 3 plays in an inning, and that's kind of a big deal.
Yeah,
not a triple play.
What was the story we had?
Unassisted triple play.
What was the story we had? And I remember this when this happened in 1976. We had this a couple weeks ago. I remember as a kid. Remember this happened. The Rangers had a player, Toby Harrah, decent little player. Remember that name? Toby Harrah, decent player. He played a doubleheader for the Rangers and never had any chance. The ball never came. He never touched the ball eventually. Shortstop in a doubleheader. He didn't catch a fly ball. He didn't get a ground ball and throw it to first. He didn't cover at second. He didn't tag a guy out. A doubleheader, shortstop is in the middle of everything.
Yeah.
2 games, doubleheader, one day, and did not have a chance.
Didn't make a play.
Didn't need his glove.
Yeah.
Did not need his glove. Could have played, 18 innings. Didn't need his glove.
Gloveless.
How's that? Gloveless Joe Jackson. He could have been gloveless Toby Harrah. Right? Pat, what are you researching?
I'm looking catch.
No, unassisted
triple play.
I bet there's been 10.
It was a line drive, so first and second.
They were probably both
line drive, kind of right over the head of the pitcher, a little bit to the right. So the second baseman caught it.
That's 1 out.
That's 1.
Batter's out.
Automatic.
Stepped on second base. They got the guy on second base out that was stealing.
Let me see this. This is so
confusing. And he tagged the guy coming from first.
And he tagged the guy coming from first.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, the guy on second. I couldn't figure it out.
Yeah.
Come on. There we go.
The guy on second would have to get back to second.
Line drive. So that's caught. 1.
That's got it pulled up. Wow. It's impressive.
Step on. That's 2. And then, hey, I got you, buddy.
He's running right into
Where you going? It's over.
Double steal, line drive,
3.
no out. Bingo, bango, bongo. Bingo, bango, bongo.
Was it it had to be the 3-2 count? Because that's why it would make the most sense.
Well, I guess it
not necessarily.
It was a 2-2 count. It was a 2-2 count.
They could have just been stealing. Double steal.
Well, here's the other thing. Where the ball was hit, if you watch the video, second baseman's moving.
Yeah.
You're pinch middle anyway because you got to run around first. But he's moving with the runner moving. I think that's a base hit if they're playing straight up.
They're playing straight up with the base hit. Yeah.
I wonder if the guy on first might have scored.
I don't know about that.
You think?
No.
Oh, it wasn't toward the gap. I couldn't see it. It was more straight center.
No, it wouldn't have been the gap.
It wasn't sizzled.
The guy on second could have scored if the center fielder doesn't have a gun.
Have y'all seen that? There's a play. I think it's a major league play, and it's almost rapid fire. 2 guys. No, maybe a guy fell down on base or something, but 2 runners come in, and the catcher, bam, bam, tags them both.
Yeah,
you've seen that.
What?
Rapid fire.
I haven't seen that.
There's a play coming at the plate, and somehow the 2 runners are really close. I don't know if one of them fell.
You could have been a situation where
and the catcher's waiting
halfway on a fly ball or whatever.
And the catcher's waiting, and he gets the ball, and the first guy tags it. The other guy's like 8 feet behind him, and he tags him.
Oh my goodness! You got to blame the third base coach on that one.
I think somebody fell down or something. I don't know.
Or you run through a stop sign.
Run through a stop sign.
Happens too.
Yeah, that definitely happens. All right, let's take a break. We've got some other stuff to get to. SEC Media Days has wrapped up basically. I made a list. I got my first and only college football magazine, boys, yesterday. How about that?
I know you were excited.
How about that?
Who's this one?
I get Lindy's National. Lindy's National. Let me do some producing if we can before we go to break. I had a story yesterday about this magazine, and Casey, do we still have those 2 photos or that photo? So I had a meeting in the Mandarin area, and I knew that a bookstore would have this. So I knew I was near, I'm going to say it, Barnes & Noble. Okay? So before the meeting, I said, I'm going to go to Barnes & Noble and get my magazine. I haven't got one yet. Okay? And hopefully we've got these photos. So I go in, and I'm looking at all the magazine racks. There's about 4 or 5 of them. You know, they're broken down, men's interest, cooking, crafts, blah, 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 blah. Sports, I can't find the college football magazine. And college football magazines are a big deal. They've been around for a long time.
Yep.
We're in the deep South, and we'll have a college football. I'm looking, walking. I'm like, where the hell? I see NFL magazines. I see all kind of magazines. I can't find, and it's mid-July. They've been out. Brent Beard knows what day they came out.
Yeah,
a month ago.
Yeah.
So, and Casey may be trying to pull it up. So it was the damnedest thing. At the front of the Barnes & Noble, and I ended up taking a picture. At the front of the Barnes & Noble, there's an independent little magazine rack. And I'm telling you guys, it's from here to that table in front of us, from the front wall of the Barnes & Noble. We're inside. And I take a picture, and you can see cars parked through the window. The rack, I'm behind it, and I take a picture of it, and it's got a bunch of, like, Superman and all Better Homes. Here, perfect example. Thanks, Casey. All right. So, obviously, that's the front wall. You walk in right here. So, that's the front of the store.
Okay.
I'm in the store. There's a million racks over here. Big full-size racks of magazines. I'm looking. Can't find college football. I'm about to give up. Obviously, you see this rack, and this is like, there's Superman, there's National Geographic, and Casey said these are all pretty big magazines, blah, 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 blah. On the other side of this, and we're about 4 feet from the wall, it's put on the other side.
That's where it was
By the grace of God, I said, let me look on this side. And they've got college football, college athlons, Lindy's.
Wow.
What the hell? I felt
they would
like
be
going
so pissed if they knew that's how they were placed in the store.
Absolutely. I felt like going to the manager, and I didn't. I was going to be a Karen and go, you're never going to. By the grace of God, I walked there. I'm telling you, this side where the magazines are at, the college football, you're talking 3 feet from the wall. Nobody could see them.
Right. Yeah. Goodness.
And you know Lindy's and Athlon's down south sells a lot.
Yeah.
Who in the world?
Yeah. I don't say need fired, but they need
Casey.
They need a spanking, whoever did that.
They need to get fired and get spanked. I couldn't believe it, but I did get my magazine. What I do is I go through, I'll sit in my backyard, let the dog play around. I'll take a highlighter or a pen.
Nice.
And I just kind of, things that I don't know. So we'll do this on the other side. I went through coaches and coordinators that kind of, I don't think we all know where they're at. They just kind of pop up. Sometimes you go, wow, I got a list.
I like it. Wow.
I got a list. And a lot of these, I didn't realize he's back in. I thought he was out of, a lot of guys. I think and I try to get guys we would know.
Yeah.
And these are head coaches or OC DCs. We'll do that on the other side. He is Patrick Young. He is Trenton Torsha. I'm Terry Norvelle. Glad you're with us here on a Thursday. We're live on the patio, starting to fill up. Happy hour is rocking and rolling here at Sliders Oyster Bar in Neptune Beach.
Chilled.
You really got to hand it to him. Hold on.
The previous play is under further review.
I'm not sure what he could review, but okay. Sure has been a while. Dine in at Hurricane Grill and Wings for the football season. Well, there he is. Oh, what is that?
At Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, we know pain and injuries can stop you from doing what you love. This is why our board-certified orthopedic specialists offer the latest in both non-surgical and surgical treatment options and create a treatment plan tailored to your unique lifestyle and goals. So, whether it is a sports injury or that nagging pain that's keeping you from doing what you love, our team has the right treatment for you. For more information or to schedule an appointment online, visit our website.
Most of us know how to throw. But you need to know what to throw. I'm not talking about footballs, baseballs, softballs. We're talking about those items you need to recycle. Republic Services explains it easy. Recycling simplified. 1. Know what to throw. When in doubt, throw it out. 2. Empty, clean, and dry those materials. It takes an extra minute, but it makes a big difference. And 3. Don't bag it. This makes the recycling process faster and more efficient. This is a look at the Republic Services North Florida Recycling Center. You can make this process even more efficient. By utilizing those 3 steps, Republic Services can help you become a better recycler in your home. Learn more at recyclingsimplified.com.
Finally, a family atmosphere, kid-friendly restaurant with a real sports bar feel. Rick's Jack's Beach features all of that and a large, climate-controlled covered patio with misting fans and heaters for all seasons. Mix in an extremely diverse menu that features the most quality and affordable steak at the beach, and there's no reason not to enjoy your next lunch, dinner, happy hour, or big sporting event at Rick's Jack's Beach, 300 2nd Street North in Jacksonville Beach. See you at Bricks Jack's Beach.
Baker's Sports. It's a hometown business filled with hometown people trying to make you feel right at home.
Chris Conley, Jacksonville University. Walker Wright, class of 2018, West Nassau High School.
Michael Young, Fletcher High School.
Baker's Sports started in a grassroots way and now outfits much of the Southeast.
Will Olive, Mandarin High School. Go Stangs.
High school sports, travel sports, youth sports of all kinds. They are a one-stop shop carrying Nike, Adidas, Under Armour brands, and more.
Vincent Caldes, Oakleaf High School.
Tony Mazzio, Stanwood High School, class of 2002.
Samuel Coffrin, Paxton School for Advanced Studies.
Whether it's sports teams on the field or it's your team in the workplace, like our Action Sports Shacks team, and community events like the Dream 18 Golf Tournament, and many others.
Cole Tilley, Hilliard High School.
Reagan Webb, Eagles View Academy.
Look good, feel good, play good with Baker Sports. Custom sports apparel since 1997. Shop with the hometown team at bakersport.com.
The rhythm of my heart is beating like a drum, with we are more rolling off our tongues. Never will we roam, for we know our place is out. Where the ocean meets the skies, we be sailing. Where the ocean meets the skies, we be sailing.
I know. Eric? Nancy Hogshead. Trenton Tour Show. We are at Sliders Oyster Bar. The place is a lot of fun all weekend. They always have Saturday and Sunday music on the patio. Open air fun place. We're on the indoor covered patio. They've got the outside patio. They put tents out there and have a big old time. Glad you're with us here. We'll be back tomorrow at 4 o'clock for the Young and Norvelle show. Guys, Pat, can we talk about your event next Saturday?
Yeah, we can talk about the
pretty
event.
Cool. It's the Jacksonville Hall of Fame.
Not Jacksonville, Florida.
Pick it up.
Florida Sports Hall of Fame. It's the Hall of Fame. And actually, you and I were attended the first event.
That was fun.
That was awesome. Who was inducted? That was Donna Orender.
Chipper Jones.
Chipper Jones. He wasn't able to attend in person, but we had a video. And
Tony Baselli.
Tony Baselli and Daniel Murphy.
Daniel Murphy.
Yeah.
That was
and Fang. And Fang,
the mascot.
The mascot inducted into the sports hall. And what's really cool, it's every inductee gets a life-size bobblehead.
Life size?
Life size, yeah.
Have you seen, and they leave them out at the igloo, right? Where the iceman practice. Have you seen them?
Where would you put one if you had one? Because it's too precious for you to think, I'm going to keep this as a lawn.
I would
put it in my front door.
Put it in my passenger seat and just ride around with it. There I am, and there I am. Right? Hey, ladies, how you doing?
But it's cool getting this to be at this nice event where you recognize some achievements of. We got Jim Furyk.
Nancy Hogshead, the great Olympian swimmer from Jacksonville.
And Ryan Murphy.
Which
recently here is, he's too young to be inducted into the Hall of Fame. He's still got more that he can do, but as an Olympic swimmer, he's won a lot of medals.
And this is a week from this Saturday at the Igloo, which is right there off Emerson on 95.
It's going to be on the ice.
And that's where obviously they cover it,
but
that's where the Icemen practice. Obviously, and that's their headquarters. That's the headquarters of the Jacksonville Icemen. They play their games in the arena. You will serve next Saturday as
I will give a message. I'm the keynote speaker. I got about 20 minutes up there, and just trying to take. I think it's we're doing a Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
and it's a fundraiser for Zoyer, which is I can remember.
Group. Yeah,
the sports group. Andy Kaufman.
Yeah,
he combined it with the names of his son. That's how they came up with the name. But they do a lot here in Jacksonville, especially when it comes to exposure for kids to ice hockey. Not only for kids with disabilities as well, which is another reason why I support them so much. But I think you reflect and talk about like how awesome it is for everything that these men and women dreamt about as little boys and girls, that we get to recognize the work that they've done.
Absolutely.
And how much more we should put money forth to help the next Jim Furyk, the next Ryan Murphy, and whomever else to hopefully get an opportunity where they can look back and say, I had this sport brought so many great things to my life.
Yeah. So you'll be the keynote speaker, and I don't know how to describe what role. Everybody knows the actor, comedian David Spade. He'll be kind of the entertainment kind of. Yeah. How about that, David Spade?
You would think he should be the host.
Tommy Boy.
Gets too.
Yeah.
Oh,
I like that, man.
Yeah.
I don't think he goes on any stage and thinks about, I shouldn't say this, or I shouldn't say. He doesn't care. So that's going to be great.
So he's good buddies with Adam Sandler.
Okay.
Adam Sandler's in town, coming to town soon to play a concert at the arena.
Really?
Adam Sandler.
Adam Sandler playing a concert.
Yeah. He'll do his comedy shtick, and David Spade. Patrick, you're gonna have fun, man.
Yeah,
this is a big fundraiser. This is a big fundraiser.
Yeah, he's an A-lister too.
Well, shoot, man.
Hollywood A-lister.
It's $600 a seat.
Yeah,
so
and again, we're raising the proceeds for
the Zoyer Foundation.
Andy
Kaufman with it's a branch out of the Icemen where they're trying to continue to you gotta love Andy. He just wherever he has teams set up, he gets the community aspect involved as much as he can.
Around it. That's great.
I'm glad you mentioned community. Some of the people in it, Ryan
Murphy,
former great swimmer, right?
I believe he went to bowls.
He did.
Yeah.
Okay. And that plays right into it. Nancy Hogshead, Olympian star swimmer. I think she was Episcopal, local. Local. And one of the other ones is Jim Furyk being inducted.
Yep.
Jim Furyk, not local, but he has dropped roots here. Jim Furyk and his wife, they've got the big golf tournament they have out of Timuquana. But Jim Furyk is one of a lot of people that
my book bag is
Jacksonville.
Furyk and Friends book bag that I use.
Yeah, but Jim Furyk has done what a lot of former athletes that have come through Jacksonville, learned Jacksonville, and they never leave Jacksonville.
They lay it down.
Jim Furyk is a transplant local now. I mean, he loves Jacksonville. He's made his home in Jacksonville. Pretty neat. It's pretty neat. It's going to be.
He's a college football nut. He just like us. He loves college football. Jim Furyk.
Is that right?
Oh yeah.
Well, let's get him on the show.
Yeah, I know, right?
That's great. Speaking of college football, I got my magazine. I listed a lot of and hopefully this will answer some questions. Maybe hopefully you guys and people watching and YouTube are going, man, I didn't know he was here or there. All right, in kind of random order.
I'm curious to see what I do know versus what I don't know.
And these are ones that jumped out to me. Head coaches, and this may be their first year, second year, or OCs and DCs.
Okay.
West Virginia. You guys realize Rich Rodriguez is back for a second time?
Oh, wow.
I did know that.
He did West Virginia, great team, Steve Slayton and those guys. Pat, whatever his name was, the quarterback. Then he flamed out at Michigan. He had to go rebuild himself. One of the places he went was Jacksonville State. Rich Rodriguez is back at West Virginia.
Okay.
Purdue, they've got a new coach, Barry Odom.
Okay.
Barry Odom, who was at Missouri. He played at Missouri and really he couldn't take them to the level they wanted. He went and rehabbed his coaching career at UNLV.
Okay.
They nearly were the Boise State. They lost to Boise State. The group of five gets a team in.
Right.
If they had beaten Boise State, they would have been. So he rehabbed. He's now at Purdue. I mean, that's a big conference. Speaking of UNLV, any idea who took his job at UNLV? Barry Odom went to UNLV, did good things. He's at Purdue.
Was he the one dealing with that quarterback situation of not paying the guy like the $100,000
I think it was.
That was at UNLV, yep.
I think it was. UNLV football, who's playing well, and supposedly there are money guys that want UNLV to be good. Not NIL, but their facilities are real good. The head football coach at UNLV, a guy named Dan Mullen. Remember that? Mullen.
That's right. Okay. That's right.
Dan Mullen left the TV booth.
Huge surprise
How
there.
about that? Dan Mullen is at UNLV. This will be his first year. And again, I read a big article on his reasons taking it. He said, hey, man, they are putting money into facilities. He said they want to be – and, you know, Las Vegas is hot. Las Vegas is red hot when it comes to sports.
I thought you meant literally.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it is.
How about right down the road, boys? Do you guys know who the football coach at UCF is?
Scott Frost.
Scott Frost, much like Rich Rodriguez, second go-around.
He took a shot. Didn't he take a shot in Nebraska?
He did. He flamed out at Nebraska and went back to UCF, and he basically said,
he might have been set up to fail at Nebraska, though.
That's what he was trying to allude to. Yeah, that he really was trying to say he never really had a chance.
But yeah,
there.
Scott Frost, second go-around at UCF. Remember how good they were when he was down there? This is a coordinator, but this is one of the best defense coordinators in America by way of Penn State. Clemson went out and got Tom Allen, and this guy is you wonder.
He's the OC?
He's the DC.
DC, okay.
And, boy, if he turns Clemson's defense, and they've got first-round picks, man, Clemson's loaded this year. Speaking of coordinators, y'all know this, but I'll have to jog your memory probably. You know who the offensive coordinator is in Tallahassee at Florida State?
Yeah.
Not Mike Norvelle. Gus, very good.
Gus Malzahn.
Gus Malzahn.
It was kind of quick after the season ended that he took the job. It was pretty quick.
Speaking of UCF, he was there quite a few years, right? Auburn, UCF by way of Auburn. Gus Malzahn. I worry about that. I don't know if that's going to work. Gus Malzahn, Mike Norvelle, type A guys, man. They are type A guys. And Gus Malzahn, I don't know if he's going to want to play the subordinate role. You know, and you got to hope that Gus Malzahn doesn't give off the appearance to his offensive players, hey, I'm really the head coach.
Yeah.
You know, I worry about that one.
Yeah.
I worry about that one. The Pitt Panthers. I'm not going to ask you their head coach. He's been there. I can't think of his name. I can see him right now. Their offensive coordinator in his second year, young offensive coordinator. They did good things last year. How about, and this guy, if he has a good year this year, his second as the OC at Pitt, he'll be in line for a small level job. How about
Cade Bell?
Cade Bell, very nice. Kerwin Bell's son.
Yeah.
Who carved out a good nick.
He's a monster.
Yeah. How'd you know that, Patrick?
We talked about it before.
Did we?
And plus, I mean, I went to high school with Cade Bell. He's 1 year younger than I am, but I knew him when he was a knucklehead.
He was a knucklehead.
Yeah.
He played for Kerwin at JU. Decent little player, left-hand. By the way, left-hander. Kerwin, right-hander.
Yeah.
Cade threw left-handed. But Cade Bell's carving out a nice career. Everybody knows the North Carolina head football coach, Bill Belichick. He brought over Freddie Kitchens, who was a guy, bit player, a decent little quarterback at Alabama, went to the NFL. But,
Freddie Kitchens was with the Browns. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I remember that disaster.
Well, that's a whole Belichick-Alabama connection, too.
Yeah,
so
Here's one for you. The Stanford football coach, and I'll give you this clue. The general manager is Andrew Luck, former Stanford star. He took the general manager job, because colleges now have general managers.
Yeah.
The Stanford football coach, they've only had this guy for 3 or 4 months because they fired Taylor was his name after the season. So they were Frank Reich. So Andrew Luck, remember Frank Reich? The quarterback?
Oh, yeah.
He was out of football. He's got, I don't know if it's interim, but he's the head coach at Stanford because Stanford got caught with their pants down.
Wasn't he Andrew Luck's OC at Indy?
Might have been.
Before he became the head coach?
I think so.
They have a relationship.
They have a relationship, yeah.
They have a relationship, definitely. California, the offensive coordinator for the Cal Bears. How about this guy? And you got to wonder, this guy thinks, why didn't I just stay where I was at? But we don't have a crystal ball. From Boise State, by way of Auburn, Brian Harsin flamed out at Auburn, left a great thing at Boise State. Remember, he flamed out at Auburn.
I didn't give him much time.
He's the OC. He just didn't fit.
Well, no.
He's the OC at Cal. Penn State grabbed defensive coordinator Jim Knowles, great DC. They grabbed him from Ohio State. Knowles was only there 1 year. It just didn't work out. Nebraska, their offensive coordinator Dana Holgerson, who, by the way, got fired at West Virginia a couple years ago. Speaking of former NFL guys, speaking of Ohio State, they lost their defensive coordinator. I had no idea I had no idea. Ohio State's brand new D coordinator, Matt Patricia. He was Belichick's right-hand guy, got an NFL job, and flamed out.
Another overhired NFL head coach.
Absolutely. And he flamed out in the NFL. He is the defensive coordinator at Ohio State now. I think I've got this right. Offensive coordinator. Didn't a guy named Pep Hamilton coordinate here for a year or two for the Jaguars? Pep Hamilton.
I don't remember that name.
That doesn't ring a bell.
I think he did. Casey, you got anything on that? Pep Hamilton. Didn't he coordinate here maybe 1 year? Anyway, he's at Oregon. Here's a name that Gator Nation's going to have a hiccup on. I didn't know this.
Hiccup?
This is going to make Gator Nation. And I want you to hear this. Well, he's ordered. When the food comes out, you lose packet. When the food comes out. How about this for Gator Nation? And I did not know this until I got the book. The defensive coordinator this year, first year for Oklahoma State, Todd Grantham, who flamed out in Georgia, flamed out in Florida. Todd Grantham. What do they call? What was the nickname for him?
Mississippi State.
Mississippi State flamed out. Third and Grantham, they called it. Remember, he could never stop anybody.
Third and Grantham.
Here's a guy. I'm glad he's got a second chance.
That's not a good legacy.
I thought this guy was a good guy. He was at Vanderbilt before Vanderbilt wanted to be good. Vanderbilt sunk about $300 million in their facilities now. Derek Mason, remember him? He was at Vanderbilt, head coach for 3 or 4 years. Never could win big at Vanderbilt.
Well, no one can.
Nobody can. Now they put money into it, and they're trying.
They still got a high school stadium out there?
Yeah. But they've added to it, though. Derek Mason, former Vandy coach, is now at Middle Tennessee
Not
State.
one that would fit in Texas, by the way.
It would not. It would not.
All right, and I'll give you one or two more. We'll break, and then we'll start wrapping things up. Let me give you a couple more that I think you guys will go, whoa. All right, two more. This guy will be the first-year offensive coordinator for an SEC program. He will be coaching a beginning of the year Heisman candidate. Mike Shula is now the offensive coordinator at South Carolina with Lenore Sellers. Mike Shula flamed out as a head coach.
Are we sold that Lenore Sellers should be the top quarterback prospect? I mean, so many people are.
I sold him short.
He got a lot of hype last year.
He made me look stupid. I thought he was just an athlete playing quarterback. We'll see if he can follow it up.
Right.
Okay.
He got really good toward the end of the year. So.
And then this is the final one I'll throw out. I didn't know this, but I'm going to tie this into. You wonder why this guy isn't getting the Dion publicity, but I get it. He doesn't have a son. He doesn't have a Travis Hunter, but still, the head football coach, and this guy's worked his way up. I tip my hat to this guy. The head football coach, year number 1 at Bowling Green, is Eddie George.
Oh, yeah.
The great running back.
Yeah, I knew that, too.
He's been working his way up.
Yeah. He was at a smaller school before that.
Yeah. He might have went to Jackson State. He might have been the head.
He was at a school like that.
Or Savannah State or somewhere like that. Yeah,
for sure.
But he's worked his way up. I mean, he didn't say, "Hey, I'm a star NFL running back from the days. Give me a job."
I'm surprised that Byron Leftwich hasn't tried to take a college job.
Yeah. He seems kind of stuck, doesn't he? Is he still?
I don't think he coached after he got let go from the Bucs.
Might not.
I'm not sure if he's on the staff.
He might.
I'm not even sure if the Jaguars even talked to him when the job opened up.
Yeah. They may not. All right, let's take one final break. Come back, reset. We're wrapping it up here. Happy hour crowd rolling in. Of course, we're at Sliders Oyster Bar. It's Thursday. We're down in the heart of Neptune Beach. You know Sliders by now. The great hangout, great people watching. Wonderful oyster bar, wonderful beverage bar, and of course, a huge menu. All the seafood you can want. The seafood provided by Safe Harbor Seafood. One segment left. We'll wrap this thing up and get out of here on a Thursday on the Young and Norvelle Show.
At Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, we know pain and injuries can stop you from doing what you love. This is why our board-certified orthopedic specialists offer the latest in both non-surgical and surgical treatment options and create a treatment plan tailored to your unique lifestyle and goals. So, whether it is a sports injury or that nagging pain that's keeping you from doing what you love, our team has the right treatment for you. For more information or to schedule an appointment online, visit our website.
You really got to hand it to him. Hold on.
The previous play is under further review.
I'm not sure what he could review, but okay. Sure has been a while. Dine in at Hurricane Grill and Wings for the football season. Well, there he is. Oh, what is that?
Empower a future, inspire a dream. It's a bold but simple mission for the Jacksonville Police Athletic League known as Jax PAL. Help the next generation of kids in Jacksonville shape a brighter future. Their after-school programs, teenage leadership programs. There's community outreach.
It's been just an awesome opportunity to be out here with my colleagues and do something good for the community. It's really been an interesting opportunity to just see everybody work together in a way that we don't normally in the office.
And there's sports. There are also ways you can help the next generation with a donation of any kind. Just visit jaxpal.org to get more information. Empower a future, inspire a dream with Jax PAL.
Finally, a family atmosphere, kid-friendly restaurant with a real sports bar feel. Rick's Jack's Beach features all of that and a large, climate-controlled covered patio with misting fans and heaters for all seasons. Mix in an extremely diverse menu that features the most quality and affordable steak at the beach, and there's no reason not to enjoy your next lunch, dinner, happy hour, or big sporting event at Rick's Jack's Beach, 300 2nd Street North in Jacksonville Beach. See you at Rick's Jack's Beach.
There's a saying in sports, you can't win them all, but you can win a lot with good folks on your team. Like that one painter, First Coast. It's tough to beat the sun in Florida, so your home fades. It's tough to beat that HOA when they come calling. Beat the sun, beat the HOA with that one painter, First Coast. And it's a good time to do it. Less rain to work around and painting in mild temperatures is perfect. After all, the paint bonds to the surface so much better. Give that one painter First Coast a call at 904-417-3557 or look them up at first-coast.thatonepainter.com. Fast estimate, guidance on color and HOA requirements, and the highest quality job you'll find anywhere. Be a big winner in your neighborhood with that one painter First Coast on your team.
When you think sports, you think Action Sports Jax, the official station of the Jaguars, on location for every game. But the most experienced team in town doesn't stop there. From high school football to the big events in the area, Action Sports Jax is always on. Now, we take that to a new level. Action Sports Jax 24/7 is around-the-clock coverage of the teams you love and the moments you can't miss. The best local sports in Jacksonville on Action Sports Jax 24/7.
All right, back we are, the final segment, wrapping things up. Been a fun one here as we are, gosh darn, we're getting close to football season. NFL guys report on Saturday, the rookies across the league, basically. The two Hall of Fame teams have already reported, I think. Yeah, they're way ahead.
They do an extra week or two.
Terry Norvelle here, Trenton Torsia, Patrick Young as well, had a lot of fun today on the program. We were talking during the break, guys. MLB All-Star Game was Tuesday. The Texas Rangers did a pretty cool thing. They didn't have to do this. One of their best pitchers, Evaldi, has been with Texas for a while, having another good year. He's been a really good major league pitcher.
For years.
For years. He's like 7-3 in the first half. Had a great year, and somehow didn't get voted on the All-Star team or selected. You know, you can manage it. So he didn't make it, and all his numbers the first half, he should have been an All-Star, and he didn't. He didn't make it Tuesday. Didn't make it. See what the Rangers did? In his contract, he's got one of those bonuses every year he makes the All-Star. He gets $100,000. They went ahead and gave him $100,000.
Good for them.
They went ahead and gave him $100,000.
Yeah.
Wasn't that cool?
Yeah, that's awesome. He deserved it.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at Paul Skeens as great, yes, and he has the lowest ERA, but he's 4-8.
Yes.
That's bad. That's so sad.
Did you see Skeens? He threw about 18 pitches and said, bingo, bango, bongo. First inning, he was Skeens.
He was him.
He was.
Hey, I actually had
105.
Yeah.
I have a funny story.
Okay.
Cal Raleigh.
Yes.
The big dumper.
What name?
That's his nickname.
Yeah. He just got a deal
with
one of those portal
I was worried you're going to go in that neighborhood right there.
And I'm sorry that
Patrick,
I did.
didn't you feel that? I was worried you were going in that neighborhood.
Yeah.
But listen, even funnier, not funnier, that's pretty funny. His brother, 15-year-old brother, caught him while his dad threw to him.
15-year-old brother.
Home run derby. And so they interviewed the 15-year-old, and they said, oh, your brother won the derby, your father threw. What was the highlight of the evening? Meeting Liv.
Oh, really?
That's what he said. Schemes his girlfriend?
Yes.
Wow, that's what the brother. 15.
Wow. Wow.
Yes.
That
What was
gets
the
to be
story? And shame on me, I don't have it, and I shouldn't bring it up. We got 5 minutes. Liv, what's your last name?
Dunn.
Liv Dunn, the girlfriend of Paul Skeens. And there's some story floating around that she was at a game, and they were doing a lookalike cam. And wherever she was at, the stadium, they said, okay, we're going to do a lookalike cam and see who looks like Liv Dunn. And they focused on this girl who looked just like Liv Dunn because it was Liv Dunn. And they didn't know it.
And I think Skeens threw like 106 way high out of the strike zone or something.
Isn't that crazy? How about this for Major League Baseball? And we've known this. The All-Star games really have run their course.
Mm-hmm.
The NBA has it's unwatchable. The dunk contest has kind of run its course.
I know.
The NFL, they don't even really have a game. They don't even
flag football.
They do flag football, and I think they're getting rid of it. It's been knocked out. MLB, you can still at least play a game. It's hard to jack up a baseball game, unless you're the Savannah Bananas. But baseball, MLB, obviously just wrapped up their All-Star game. They finished ahead, viewership-wise, of the NBA and whatever they call it now, the NFL. MLB's All-Star game outperformed the Major League Baseball's weekend off, and they're trumpeting that. They're now, But would you guys agree? The home run contest, the dunk contest, you can only do so much, and they've run their course, haven't they?
There's got to be competition.
Yeah,
to it, like real competition.
Yeah.
Let me see three guys trying to dunk on each other and blocking shots. Okay. That I would watch that.
I like that better. I mean, I
would watch that.
You're going to run out of dunks anyway, right?
And that's kind of the problem. You're going to run out of dunks unless you bring. Remember, they tried to bring fake stuff in and jump over a car and all. That's silly. I don't know if that may be here.
Yeah, that's
is that here?
Yep. Yeah, that's perfect.
But then
but like baseball, the home run derby, you can only see a guy throwing 58-mile-an-hour BP to a big guy swinging as hard as he can. I mean, okay, and it goes way over the fence.
Yeah.
And it goes way over the fence. And guess what? It goes way over the fence. Right? They've just kind of run their course a little bit.
Remember when Chris Berman, love the guy, he's iconic, but everything was, his home run call, back.
That was it.
And he has to say it, 200 times during the home run derby.
Oh, my gosh, yeah.
One of the cool things I used to think
good point.
They did with the home run derby is when they would let and they probably still do it, I haven't watched it, they put all the young kids in the outfield, and it is a battle.
Oh, yeah.
When they miss the ball and it goes up in the air.
Yeah.
But what about when they hit a missile with topspin?
And there's times they hit a missile.
That's not good.
It is scary with those kids. They have about 100 kids scattered out there.
Yeah.
And
they had that again.
Kids don't pay. They did?
Yeah.
And kids tend to lose attention.
The kids weren't. I saw a few times that two guys or two girls going to the same ball and one not wanting to stop. Yeah, I'm like, that someone's going to get hurt.
Yeah. Well, like he says, the home run derby also, they got to go kind of rapid fire. And, kids lose track of interest. They lose their thought process. They look away and Judge, like you said, hit one with top spin that is forehead high, man. Dangerous.
That's no bueno.
No, that is no bueno. All right, guys, I'm about out of everything. I don't know if are we missing anything. Pat, what'd you order for us?
We got some shrimp, some looks like some hush puppies.
Oh, they got great hush puppies. I had some hush puppies
I can't
before.
see what else is on there.
I had hush puppies before we went on the air. I love the hush puppies. I didn't want a full meal. I went hush puppy here, and it's good.
They're good, yeah.
It's good. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think about 5 or 6. 2 and 2.
That's about the only thing Terry will eat.
I'll let Pat eat hush puppies.
I don't eat during the day very often.
Yeah,
I don't eat.
That's yeah.
during the day. All right, we don't have time to get into this, but I'm going to try and squeeze it in. I don't know why I'm bringing it's not sports. I had to go and nothing bad. I've got a little procedure next week. That's kind of minor. I had to go give blood today to get ready for the. I hate that. The older I've gotten, I'm so squeamish.
You are squeamish.
I'm like, and I'm sweating when the girl. I'm like,
man, that needle is so small. You should be squeamish if someone's holding up a knife.
Okay.
That's how people act. They act like that little needle is a knife.
I'll try to think about
shanked.
that.
Yeah.
Are you squeamish? So I don't like that area.
No, here's what I do.
I do too, but I'm like,
if I see that, I see it,
I must
done.
I'm like, girl 1,000 times. Are you gonna be quick? It's gonna be easy. It's gonna hurt.
As they're going, I'm just like,
no, Patrick, no.
No way.
No.
I'm on the floor.
You're a weirdo, Patrick. Don't do that. Ugh. All right, buddy. Enjoy your meal. Trent, thanks for coming out twice this week. Enjoyed it. Had a lot of fun. You're always welcome, as you know. That'll wrap it up. I want to thank everybody, these two, and of course Casey Kurtz, that made the show go. We'll get on it again tomorrow, 4 o'clock, 4 to 6, the Friday edition coming up of the Young and Norvelle show right here on Action Sports Jacks.
You really got to hand it to him. Hold on.
The previous play is under further review.
I'm not sure what he could review, but okay. Sure has been a while. Dine in at Hurricane Grill and Wings for the football season. Well, there he is. Oh, what is that?
At Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, we know pain and injuries can stop you from doing what you love. This is why our board-certified orthopedic specialists offer the latest in both non-surgical and surgical treatment options and create a treatment plan tailored to your unique lifestyle and goals. So, whether it is a sports injury or that nagging pain that's keeping you from doing what you love, our team has the right treatment for you. For more information or to schedule an appointment online, visit our website.
Most of us know how to throw. But you need to know what to throw. I'm not talking about footballs, baseballs, softballs. We're talking about those items you need to recycle. Republic Services explains it easy. Recycling simplified. 1. Know what to throw. When in doubt, throw it out. 2. Empty, clean, and dry those materials. It takes an extra minute, but it makes a big difference. And 3. Don't bag it. This makes the recycling process faster and more efficient. This is a look at the Republic Services North Florida Recycling Center. You can make this process even more efficient. By utilizing those 3 steps, Republic Services can help you become a better